wonderful day. Of course, it's not Saturday morning wherever you're watching, probably, because this won't go live until Sunday or Monday. But whatever day it is for you today, I hope you're having a great day. Sorry for the noise. I'm driving down the road on the way to do my 10-mile run this morning. I kind of wanted to have a running buddy just because 10 miles is not an easy, just take off out your porch and run 10 miles. Never really been one to like to do that. And so posted out to the Mach Tenn Running Club page here in Tullahoma and was asking if anybody, we normally have a group run on Saturday, was asking if anybody's planning on doing the group run. So George Hambrick, he is actually going to be meeting me. I don't know if anybody else will be there, but we're going to run and do 10 miles, try to do about an 8:30 pace or better, and have a little fun. So George was instrumental in me getting a PR in the half marathon. I think it was in 2019 maybe. We ran the half marathon together in Murfreesboro called the middle half, and stuck together for about 11 miles, and then George left me, and he took off and got a faster time than me, but I did run a PR of 1:36, so that was pretty awesome. So still to date my fastest half marathon. So anywho, I will report back after I run and let you know how everything goes.
Yeah, it's already 73, I think he said when he was coming in.
Y'all ready to run?
And we never take a picture. No.
You ready to run, George? This is going to go in the vlog.
I'm ready to go out there and see what happens.
We got Sam out here. He's going to kill it.
That's right.
Sam just told us that he's going to go for the Boston or bust.
I'm thinking about it.
He turned 60, and so he gets an extra 15 minutes. And then we got Robo here. Going to run it too, so let's do it. Robert said he's never going to run the full marathon, so. Be a little bit jumpy video, but hey, what you gonna do? 10's done. That's Sam coming in. George back there. Whew, that was hot. Oh, there's Bob. There he is. He was already in.
Yeah, I knew there was plenty of water out there.
That's the George squirrel.
Don't. Sorry, guys. I'll be right back up.
There he goes, running back up the tree. Right, Sam? Oh, it is that. Got enough water to pour over your head, Sam. Punch is over.
How's it going? We just wanted to give a little post-run recap. Stopped over at Sonic to pick up a slush and a water just to help hydrate. I like to have a good flavored something after I run, so today's choice is a Red Bull slush. It actually has 0 grams of fat and good amount of calories to replenish what I just burned. And then I got a water, the Bobby water as always. Run was good. So the Mach Tenn has a Saturday morning group run that meets at Wagner Park in Tullahoma. And Wagner Park, we start there. There's some pavilions and restroom facilities, all that stuff. And so we all park there, and we take off, we run through this industrial park, and then we loop back, and then we get on what we call the Adc Access Road, which is the Air Force Base road. And so essentially we've got markings all the way down the Wattendorf Highway where you would turn around, whether it's at 4 miles or 6 miles or 8 miles or 10 miles or wherever. And we've got mile markings all the way up. I think they're duct tape or something on the side of the road. And so we started out, all of us kind of packed together,
and we got to the 4 mile. We were talking a lot on the front side, which normally I don't do just because it wears me down, winds me out. We talked a pretty good bit. We got to the 4 mile turn, and there's a water stop there. And so George stopped and got some water, and then he kind of jumped back in the back of the pack. He and I had been kind of running at the front, and then Sam and Bob were behind us. We kept going after 4. Sam and I kind of linked up. We were running the same stride for stride, so he and I kind of led, and we would move back and forth between each other if there was a car coming or something like that, because the shoulder's probably, I'd say, 6 foot, maybe 8 foot wide, but that's about it. So when there's a car coming, we still like to move over. We stuck together until we all kind of stuck together until close to the 8 mile turnaround, and then Bob turned around at the 8 mile turnaround. We kept going to the 10 mile, and at the 10 mile turnaround we have a water stop there. Of course, we didn't use it today. We did pause there for a few minutes and take a breather. Crossed over the road, came back. We were on the way back. I guess it would probably be around mile 7 or so, maybe between 7 and 8. There is a brutal uphill climb, and we started up the hill, and then basically just got to the point where we had to walk. Sam stopped, and I was like, I need to too, because he's like, oh, you keep going. I was like, no, I need to stop too. So we walked up the hill, had a little conversation, which was nice. And then once we got to the top of the hill, we started back up and ran it in. We did stop again at the, you pass the 4 mile turn where there's a water stop on the way out. You pass that, and so there's a water stop there. So I actually topped off my water bottle because I'd gone through all of my water and my Scratch electrolytes, hydration powder. So I topped that water back off. And then from there, the way the thing works out, you've got a mile left, because we turn in at the 4 mile turn. And so we had a mile left from there. And once we turned in, we were kind of running back, and I noticed Sam was kind of picking up the pace, which, by the way, Sam is going to be turning 60, and he's out there running like he's 36, insane, looking really strong. But he started taking off a little bit, and I made a comment about how they were killing me, and just kind of kidding around. And he's like, well, I'm trying to get under 9-minute pace. And I looked down and we're at like a 9:02, and I was like, yeah, I definitely want to be under 9-minute pace. And so I just kind of kicked it in and ran a fast final mile, probably final 3/4 of a mile. But it was a nice little push there at the end, which felt good. George does a great job hosting Saturday Run a lot, and he'll place out waters at the various spots, and so he did that for us. And so when we got back, he had a pack of water that had been iced down, so we had enough to kind of pour over our heads and cool off. And because it felt really good to pour cold water over the top of your head and just kind of let it run down. You could feel it changing temperature as it goes. George was commenting about how you could feel it change temperature as it went down your face. But I think we all felt good after the run as far as accomplished. It definitely helped. That's one thing I'll say. I'm typically a solo runner. I will just run whenever I can squeeze my run in, I'll squeeze it in. I'll just run by myself, and that's fine. You can listen to music or whatever, but sometimes it's hard to go out and just run a 10 or 15 mile run. And so last night, whenever I posted, I just wasn't feeling a solo run. Needed kind of a running buddy. So it was kind of cool to have some other people. And I mean, we all kind of hung together there for a good 4.5, 5 miles. It was pretty awesome to have all of us there hanging together. So I did enjoy that. And so I would encourage you, if you are doing any kind of a training at all, if you normally are a solo runner, that's fine. You can run most of your runs solo, but I will recommend getting together with some friends. And I would recommend getting with people that can run a faster pace or a little further or a little better, because they naturally will push you. I felt like there were several times where Sam was kind of carrying me along. I was, ready to kind of stop and walk, and probably would have if I'd have been by myself. And he was pushing, and just a good flow. And I think the hill climb coming back was just both of us agreeing that we got to tap out for a second. So, but there were several times when I think, I felt like maybe he was wanting to walk and he kept going because I was with him, and vice versa. I know I was going to stop and walk a few times, and he kept pushing, which was nice. And so, definitely find somebody to run a few runs with you at least, and maybe especially your longer runs, because those are the ones that can get just so boring and difficult to stay focused and difficult to remember the purpose of training on long runs. You just kind of want to quit because it's like, what am I doing? That's why I don't like loop running. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Like, I do not like running a subdivision, just running a loop in a subdivision, or running on a track and just running a loop, because there's just too much temptation to step off or to quit when you run by where you just started. And so at least if you're doing an out and back, every step you take out, you've got to take back. And so it pushes you a little further than, I think you would if you were on like a loop deal. So just my 2 cents. So it's Saturday. Jack spent the night with his nan again, so I think Mandy and I'll probably have a bunch of stuff to do today. He's gonna stay over there for most of the day, so we'll probably do some stuff around the house and maybe lounge around the pool, and then go get him later this afternoon. And so I hope whenever you're watching this, I hope you have a great day, and there may be another video after this. There may not be. So if not, have a great day.